Celebrating 10 years of broadcast excellence, this is the award-winning Jag TV.
Welcome to this week's first quarantine edition of Jag TV, coming live from our bedrooms. I'm Evan Cook.
And I'm Taylor Nicholson. The Jag TV team hopes that you're staying healthy and happy. Here at South, we know how amazing our choirs are, and they didn't skip a beat in showing us how awesome they were, even during a pandemic.
Here's Reese with an in-depth look on how Blue Springs South Choir is staying connected, and still even managing to make music during this time.
Since Missouri Governor Mike Parsons officially closed all Missouri schools for the remaining months of the school year, all school-wide classes and activities have ceased to continue in person. But some extracurriculars are continuing online despite the new regulations.
I think that what keeps us going in times like these is the arts. And we notice that when we have all this free time, we're reading books, we're watching movies, we're listening to music.
With inspiration from the famous choral composer Eric Whitaker, Sarah Schulte at Blue Springs South High School is pulling together a virtual choir.
I feel very excited about the project. I hope the kids are too. I think it's going to be a really great experience for them. And I think it's so important that these choir students are able to continue to sing together just because that's been their family as long as they've been at South. And especially for the seniors, I just think it's essential that we give them a reminder that they're not alone. We give them some sense of normalcy and most importantly, some sense of community, that their choir family still exists even if we're not together at school.
This virtual opportunity is open to choral students in every grade at Blue Springs South High School, and the finished product will be open for the public to view in the next few weeks. I'm Reese Betts for Jag TV.
During this unprecedented time, our district is taking measures to make sure that our students are taken care of. 11 BSSD buildings will be offering meal drop-off Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. There are also locations where meal drop-off is available. For updates on added locations, follow at BSSD News on Twitter.
Everyone has been impacted by this virus in one way or another, but some of the biggest impacts on our entire community have been on our small businesses.
Here's Emily showing us how we can support these small businesses during this stressful time.
Under the current stay-at-home order, everyone is struggling with adjustments. But local businesses are being forced to find creative ways to keep their doors open.
Most of our business is people coming in and hanging out, like sitting with friends. So our whole business has changed to online ordering and pickup to go. This is our pickup table. It's about 15 feet from our baristas. So we're trying to keep our customers and our staff safe.
Many businesses like Scout and Genevieve's Boutique, which are both located in downtown Blue Springs, are heading to social media to keep their customers updated on how they are handling COVID-19.
Started doing a lot of Facebook Lives, which I know that's something I've needed to do for years actually and have never done it. So started doing those. I'm going to offer online sales and I'm getting that all figured out, and I'm thankful for that. Hopefully it'll go back to normal, but I have a feeling that people will be a little leery to get out and about, and so I'm probably going to need to rely on online and doing what I'm doing now. We have such sweet customers, and people have been buying, and we really appreciate that.
One way to remember to support your favorite local businesses is by participating in local business bingo. Screenshot this screen and print off the board to play along. Fill in your favorite restaurants that have pickup or delivery options to try to get a bingo or even a blackout before the quarantine is lifted.
Not only will you be enjoying the food and products you love, but you will be supporting the community you love too. Feel free to post your boards and tag us at Jag TV News on Twitter. Stay safe, Jags. I'm Emily Wilson for Jag TV.
Not only will this help our community, but also give us something fun to do during quarantine.
Speaking of community, here's Ty with how the First Baptist Church is helping people in our community who need it most.
Members of First Baptist Church in Blue Springs are hosting drive-thrus to help the community.
In the bags, we have things like canned goods, such as soup, vegetables. We have mac and cheese, boxed items that people can use in their home. And this week, we're actually getting to pass out fresh produce and looks like salad.
People began piling in nearly 4 hours before the given time in need for the supply. Harvesters and Costco both provided food for the events and will continue to do so in an attempt to aid the community.
It feeds the starving, it feeds the needy. It's the hands and feet of Jesus. And then seeing these young people is all in. So we appreciate it. It is God's cry to the neighborhood. And we just want to thank you for the impact to the effect of everything it's doing and keep pouring in an overflow. And we're just so grateful, so grateful.
This food drive here, held at First Baptist Church in Blue Springs, has helped impact over 500 families over the last 2 weeks. I'm Ty Campbell for Jag TV.
What does the Blue Springs Chamber of Commerce do? It supports the growth of local businesses. It holds community events, such as Fall Fun Fest. And it helps community members find employment. Blue Springs Chamber of Commerce. Building business, growing community.
Dahlquist Dental has been proudly serving Blue Springs and the community for nearly 40 years. They offer family dentistry to all ages, sedation dentistry, wisdom teeth extractions, and implant surgery. When it comes to insurance, they accept Delta Dental and all PPO insurance plans. And if you're on a very tight budget, payment plans are offered through Care Credit. Find out why so many have trusted Dahlquist Dental for nearly 4 decades. They're located just off the outer road in Blue Springs.
Give us a call or visit us at our website, dahlquistdental.com.
We'll see you soon. All this took was a pristine SAT, ACT, and GPA. Before that, a healthy dose of travel field hockey, volunteering, the arts, and 18 years of everything else. Sending a kid to college is overwhelming. But to solve the big challenges of tomorrow, start with simple steps today. If you're ready to start, we're ready to help. So let's get started at countryfinancial.com.
Call your financial representative, Stephen Perch, at 816-795-6232.
Welcome to Big Frog. This is our store. These are our t-shirts. This is our printer. It's really fast. These are our professional graphic designers, our free professional graphic designers. At Big Frog, you can have the shirt you want, fun, fast, and priced right. We stock all kinds of apparel in tons of colors and styles, and we have a 24-hour turnaround. That means no more waiting forever for your order to arrive in the mail. We love what we do here at Big Frog, so bring your team, club, family, and friends to Big Frog in Independence, where fun is always celebrated.
The CDC and Surgeon General released a video on how to make an easy face covering without using a sewing machine or any fancy equipment. Here's how. So you're going to start and lay flat your bandana or cut t-shirt or rally towel, and then fold in half. Then fold this side to the center, this side also to the center. Then you're going to take one of your hair ties and bring it like 6 inches in. Put the other one, do the same thing, and then fold in and fold in. And there you go. Now on to Madeline with some good news across the city, state, and nation.
In city news, for 24 years, Kansas City has annually celebrated cinematic arts through the KC Film Fest International. Filmmakers, judges, artists, and audiences come together to celebrate the power of storytelling through cinema. It is always a highly anticipated and exciting event, but due to COVID-19, the KC Film Fest had to make other arrangements this year. However, this didn't mean cancellation. Leadership made it possible so that the 2020 Film Fest could be held online, with video streaming via Vimeo throughout this past week. The online event even included online Q&As with the filmmakers and an online awards ceremony on Saturday, giving these filmmakers the recognition and film fest they deserved. If you want to learn more about KC Film Fest International, view the results, or make a donation to the organization, you can visit kcfilmfest.org. In state news, sometimes the best news is that things aren't nearly as bad as they could be. That's what Missouri small businesses are keeping in mind as they find out they are among the least affected by the pandemic. That's right, according to a report published by personal finance website WalletHub.com, Missouri small businesses are performing better than 40 other U.S. states. That being said, our small businesses still need our support. Support our small businesses in any way you can during this challenging time. In national news, our TV screens have been overcrowded with news of COVID-19 for weeks now, and rightfully so, considering the seriousness and severity of this pandemic. But one celebrity took it upon himself to spread some positivity during this complex patch in our lives. John Krasinski, better known as Jim from The Office, has started a weekly YouTube show entitled Some Good News, where he gives viewers a rundown of recent happy news in a lighthearted way while still acknowledging the seriousness of the pandemic. He's covered stories about how people are showing their love to medical workers on the front lines, and heartwarming personal stories about how people are making the most out of this time. So if you're in need of some lighthearted and wholesome content to brighten your day, make your way to Some Good News YouTube channel. It definitely brought a smile to my face. Now that's all for this week's At Home City State Nation. I'm Madeline Paget. Now back to Evan.
When we come back, we get a sneak peek at a brand new weights room with Tristan Harris, and also catch up with Jack on the latest in quarantine entertainment.
What's going on, Jags? It's Nate Mitchell, new co-owner here at Culver's in Blue Springs. Believe it or not, we're celebrating 12 years out here on 7 Highway. We want you guys to come check out our newly renovated dining room. Get yourself one of them famous butter burgers. Well, believe it or not, those things are never started cooking until after you order it. You know what goes perfect with that Culver's Bacon Deluxe is it creates your own concrete mixer, baby. Thanks again for your 12 years of support. Come see us down here at South 7 Highway. Can't wait to see you.
Rob, there's a huge spider in the closet.
Don't let pests control your life. Let Moxie Pest Control be your pain relief. That means a thorough inspection and treatment without dangerous chemicals. Experience the Moxie difference at killbugsfast.com. Moxie Pest Control, Kansas City's pain relief experts.
Hey Jaguars, this is Brandon Jackley with Chick-fil-A in Blue Springs. I'm the owner-operator here for the last 8 years, and we are so glad to be a part of this community, especially Blue Springs South High School. Come see our newly renovated dining room. Also, we're going to stay open late on Friday nights to catch you after the football game, so come visit us. Go Jags!
With school being out, we sure miss our staff and teachers. Here's Dr. Belt with a message for our Jaguars.
Hey Jaguars, it's Dr. Belt, your principal here at your school, Blue Springs South. It's been a month since we've been together. Can you believe it? Today is April 13th. The last time we were all here together was Friday, March 13th, right before spring break. And just have a few thoughts for you now that we know school is out the rest of the school year because of the governor's declaration last week. And just wanted to reach out to you personally and share a few things with you. First of all, stay healthy. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Take care of washing your hands, covering your face, being socially distant, not being in large gatherings. Take the precautions and the steps that you can to flatten the curve and prevent COVID-19 from getting any worse than it already is. Second, I wanted to share with you the ongoing learning that we as staff and students alike are doing with the academic workload we can do during this pandemic. You know, we're learning too. Staff are learning about all kinds of new tools and new ways that we can deliver our academic work to you, our students. We know that you're learning. We know some of you have been overwhelmed. We know it's been stressful. We know it's different. It's not as good or the same as being here in these halls and these classrooms together. We absolutely know that. And staff's doing their level best to be flexible and generous and work with you. And we'd ask the same from you, that you'd give us some flexibility and grace to learn right along with you. We certainly are not perfect, but we're getting this balance figured out between the academic workload and the stresses of a pandemic lifestyle, where you may be caring for younger siblings, you may be helping your parents with different things around the house, you may be continuing to work. You've got a lot of things going on in your life, and we know school is not as important as it normally is because of the crisis that we're living through. So we'll continue learning together. Stay academically engaged. Do your best to stay with your coursework and do the work that is assigned to you, but do not be overwhelmed or stressed out because school is not the most important thing right now. Your health, your safety, and worldwide flattening the curve is the most important thing that we could be participating in. Hey, I'd encourage you to get outside. Today is cool and cold almost today, but other days this week and in the coming weeks, the spring weather is going to be spectacular. Get outside, get some fresh air, go for a walk, go for a run. Be outside and get your body moving in a time period where it's easy to be isolated at home and doing your schoolwork and playing video games, watching Netflix, doing all those things that we're trying to do to pass the time. Sometimes we forget to get outside and be active. Your body needs to be physically active. It will benefit you. You'll sleep better. You'll feel better. Do something outside every day if you can. Hey, finally, I just want you to know that despite the crisis and the struggles, despite the terrible news, despite the crazy, sad number of people around the world that are dying because of COVID-19, I so appreciate our school community, and you as our students, and I miss you in these halls. It's not the same working up here without you here. So hang in there, flatten the curve, do your part, and let's all get back together real soon. Hopefully some events this summer. Seniors, we're working on some alternative plans for the major events to wrap up your high school experience, and hopefully we'll be able to announce some of those in the coming weeks. Hang in there, stay healthy, and go Jags.
Jag TV Sports is sponsored by Rod Sports of Blue Springs.
The recent outbreak of COVID-19 has put a stop to sports everywhere, but luckily, we still have sports news from our high school and around the world. First off, the Missouri State High School Sports Association has officially canceled the remainder of spring sports, but hope to be ready to rock and roll for this fall, but changes could be made. Speaking of changes, some of our sports teams will be getting big upgrades to their weight rooms and even their uniforms. Within the last week, the new look for the YMCA gym was posted, and it looks like teams are going to have a great spot to lift for years to come, and the football team posted some uniforms that they hope to be wearing in upcoming seasons. We're all ready to see these things being used. If you're already ready for some more football after the Chiefs' big win this February, luckily for you, the NFL Draft starts Thursday night, April the 23rd, and the Chiefs will pick up some more players for the future. Let us know on Twitter who you think the Chiefs will draft. As for the NBA, NHL, and MLB, and other big leagues, those sports are all still postponed until further notice. That's all for sports this week, Jags. This has been Tristan Harris with Jag TV.
Well, if you're anything like us, you've had a lot of time to spend alone in quarantine. Hopefully you haven't gotten too bored, but in case you have, here's Jack with a new game.
Oh, hey Jags. Didn't see you there. I'm just staying indoors like you, so I've been catching up on some required nerd reading. Now, welcome to the first installment of Indoor Game Reviews with Jack Main. Let's jump right into it. So, as we all know, things are pretty crazy right now with COVID-19, the lack of toilet paper, and just generally just a bunch of bad news popping out of the woodwork every couple of seconds. Luckily, a brand new game has come out for the Nintendo Switch system, which I personally believe is the perfect stress reliever for these brand new difficult times we're facing. And that game is Animal Crossing New Horizons. I just realized you kind of probably can't see it because of the camera, so just hold on. New Horizons plops you down on a randomly generated deserted island, and you spend your time in the game, well, just relaxing. The game runs on the real world's clock, so one day in New Horizons equals one day in the real world. You can do a lot of stuff in Animal Crossing New Horizons, such as talking to villagers, creating your own furniture, catching fish, bugs, and you can also exploit the island's natural resources for profit so you can pay off your loan to your landlord, just like real capitalism. But unlike real capitalism, the loan is interest-free and you can pay it off whenever you want. Take notes, banks. You can also further develop your island by adding shops, a museum, and more villagers to add to your town. What's this? You're still a little extroverted couch potato who needs social contact? Well, too bad. Go wash your hands. However, you can use the Nintendo Switch's online service to hang out with your friends who also own the game and play together on each other's islands. The game also has many seasonal events throughout the year. For example, just a couple days ago, there was a week-long event called Bunny Day in celebration of Easter. And there will be other events in the future for Thanksgiving and Christmas as well. With multiple seasonal events, amazing graphics, and a simple yet inviting gameplay structure, Animal Crossing New Horizons allows its players to enjoy each and every day they spend on their virtual islands to the fullest, which is why I give this game a 10 out of 10. Well, that's all for this indoor video game review with Jack Main. I hope you all stay safe and wash those hands. I'm watching you. I'm Jack Main for Jag TV.
During the rest of your quarantine, be sure to catch up with us on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and at jagtvnews.com. I'm Evan Cook.